Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA for Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. Before we get started, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and as a thank you, I give you the next chapter of the adventures of Rolo the Raccoon. Chapter 3, The Crystal Cavern. Deep inside the hidden cave, crystals glittered like stars. Rolo's lantern cast colors on the walls, where glowing runes whispered ancient secrets. Something magical stirred in the shadows. All right, let's get on with the TA. It sure does. All right, let's take a look-see here. So yesterday we were looking at this 90-minute chart, and we were right around here. And we were saying, hey, man, looks like a bearish div going on here. And that may be a sign that we're going to see a pullback. And a pullback we did see. Pullback all the way to the 382 retracement here on the Fibonacci retracement for our bull flag here. And, well, it could still go lower, but if this is the breakout point, then our move up should take us up to about 100,000, just above it. Let's move that up a little bit there. Now, it might go a little further down, so let's just project it from the 618. That's a common bounce point. Now, if we did bounce there, that would bring us right up to our next resistance. So you're at 99.6. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's one downside of making these videos towards the end of the day is I'm pretty beat by this time of the day. Pretty beat indeed. But yeah, I will continue. I will push forward. I will persevere to get you the content that you deserve. All right, so let's adjust our bull flag. Let's say this is our new bottom there. This here's our top. And we'll leave our div here for now because it's still playing out. We can see the Stokes here pointed to the downside, kind of showing us that there might be some more downside. There's no bullish divs showing here on the RSI, between RSI and price action. Just telling us that this is the bottom of our little pullback. So we're probably going to see a little bit more pullback in the next, tonight, tomorrow time frame. So yeah, tonight, tomorrow, a bit more of a pullback. Let's take a look at the 6-hour chart. Oh, actually, let's take a look at the 22-minute chart here. Just because there was something interesting here on the 22-hour chart. Okay, sorry. I have the monitor for my baby, and my cat just went into his room and made a bunch of noise, but didn't wake him up, so good. Okay, the 22-minute chart. We are seeing a bit of a divergence. So where's this bullish div? Well, it's between here on RSI, where we see a higher low, and then here on price action. Just a small divergence. And if price action gets any lower, if the RSI gets any lower, then it'll, that'll go away. That divergence will go away. But that is telling us that there is a possibility of a turnaround. And yeah, the Stokes are moving out of overbought territory, showing that they're trying to get up onto their oscillation to the upside. RSI, however, is down in bearish territory under its signal line. And if we take a look at the 5-minute chart, we'll see that we here are overbought on the Stokes and are still in bearish territory here on the RSI. And the 1-minute chart showing us a bear flag. Bear flag. Bear flag. I mean, you can see it there. It's pretty obvious. I'm not going to draw it out. So here on the 1-minute chart, it's looking iffy. The RSI is fighting to get into bullish territory and stay up there. And look at the Stokes just oscillating wildly. So right now it's like fighting. If it can get back over that 200 on the 1-minute, then we're cooking with fire. Maybe the 5-minute can get back up to its 200, over its 200, push up the RSI into bullish territory. But at the moment, yeah, it may just continue heading down. Like the 90-minute is kind of suggesting that it will with their Stokes. But it could turn around, you know, if the lower time frames find their groove and get going. We got that bullish div there kind of suggesting that it may, but here on the 5-minute and the 1 minute, it's like iffy. We're under the 200, so it's a little more bearish than bullish. All right, on to the 6-hour chart. So here on the 6-hour chart, what I didn't notice yesterday when I was drawing out this bearish div here is that there's also a bullish div. You can see the RSI is putting in lower lows while the price action was putting in higher lows. And whenever there's a bullish div and a bearish div, they cancel each other out. So we're going to cancel out the bear div, and that just leaves us with our bull flag. Where's our bull flag? Let's adjust the bull flag. It hasn't been adjusted in a little bit. Let's start here with our retracement. We'll pull you out a bit, and we'll move our measured move to the breakout point. The lower bound is still the same, but we can move it out a bit. Looks like basically price action is moving to that lower bound right now, and the upper bound just needs to be moved up a bit. So yeah, if we have the breakout from where we are currently, our bull flag takes us up to about 106. So there we go. Now, if the 90-minute though, if that starts taking us down a little more, well then, hopefully 94 will hold. But if 94 doesn't hold, then, we got a few more supports underneath us before this bull flag gets invalidated. Where would that be? That would be down here around 86. We're kind of, we're like $10,000 over that. We're like 10% above that. But that doesn't mean it can't happen. I mean, 10% moves happen within days. I mean, now it's not a 10% move, but that's within a day. That was like a 5-6% move right there. Then another day here. So like 2 days it moved 10%. So it can happen. It can happen in this market. The Stokes are down here, though. They're starting to curl a bit, like they want to move back up. RSI finding strength or support here from the 50, the median line, and staying in bullish territory, although they are under the the signal line, kind of suggesting, hey, there could be some more downside. And there could be, depending on how that 90-minute goes. Can the 90-minute Stokes find bottom and reset? If the lower ones can do it too. And that bullish div on the 22 was making us hopeful. All right, let's do a real quick look at the daily just to see where we're at with the daily. So with the daily, let's move you out a bit. And look at that. Our last day yesterday closed as a spin top candle. That usually indicates a reversal. Not always. I mean, sometimes it doesn't, like here. But a lot of the times it does. We've seen it be a reversal candle many a times. We've done this before where we've looked out at these spin top candles and seen reversals. So more often than not, it is a reversal candle. So we might see a bit of a reversal coming here and a move back to the downside. How far down is okay? Well, we want to see this like white path that I drew. That's what I want to see happen. I want to see us stay over 90. That would be the best. I mean, hell, if we stayed over 94, that'd be great. But 90, that'd be good. That would keep us over our 200, show us strength. Then we could find our higher low that we've been looking for, that we are looking for. We got our higher high. Our trend is reversing, possibly. We got our higher high, even than 80, even than 94. So if we can get our higher low now, and that can happen even as far down as 84, 85, 82 even. As long as we stay over 77, our last kind of cycle low, it was a little lower, even 76. As long as we can stay over those lows and put in a higher low, then we're good. I mean, hell, even if we kind of come down to it, we could be forming what could end up being like a giant double bottom, but that's projection. I'm projecting a lot. We're still looking for this. We're looking for this to play out and a move back to our all-time highs to complete the downward trend into an upward trend pattern. And then at that point, we could be looking for the bull flag to take off and bring us to new all-time highs. But we'll play that game and see where the indicators are showing when we get there. Currently, the indicators are showing some downside potential. What do I mean by that? Well, the Stokes are pointing to the downside, and they're in overbought territory. RSI, however, it also just crossed under its signal line. Look at that. But it's not overbought yet. So there still could be some more moves to the upside here. And the Stokes could get stuck here. I mean, the 6 hour, as we saw, the 6 hour Stokes are down at the bottom of their oscillation, which tells us that they're probably about to switch and move back to the upside, which would bring an upside move here as well. So which could get the Stokes here on the daily stuck and then push the RSI up and, make our move up without even coming back down. Possibly. But more likely, we're going to see a little bit of a downside back down to around 90. Hopefully not. Hopefully we stay over 94. But hopefully 90 catches us. If not, and then we see our bounce. That's my projections. You know what I'm looking for. You know what we're looking for. And so now all that's left is to say thank you for watching. The music has been courteously provided by Luminist, Veloa, and Sasquatch. You guys are awesome. Keep that ish up. Much love, and I will see you tomorrow.